What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another AHA demo from the second disc of the deluxe edition of Lifelines, and I'm jumping over a couple demos I already reacted to, which brings us to, and perfectly in line with what I did yesterday, AHA's demo of Dragonfly, which is further to say, and if you didn't know, I reacted to Magna's original version of Dragonfly yesterday, which I understand to have been produced for a film, and eventually this tune would end up on the Lifelines album proper. So in the moment, I don't quite know whether to expect it to be closer to Magna's original or to the final AHA version on the proper album. I'll predict maybe somewhere in between, which I suppose is an easy prediction to make, but yes, I'm keen to hear what that will be in practice. Let's give it a listen. This is the demo version of AHA's rendering of Dragonfly, a track originally by Magna as a solo artist for a film.
I will never let you down. I will always be around.
So I think we got a definitive answer to that question I considered in advance, meaning I think this is notably closer to Magna's original than the final album version. The final album version starts and it almost has like this Baroque keyboard type of sound and it's a bit fuller. This feels more like that music circle, you know, people playing tambourines and strumming at a ukulele. like the Magna original. So definitely I would say this is closer to where the tune started than where it ended up. Though I suppose there's a couple moments you can hear it moving in the direction of the album version, and I suppose a big part of that is Morton's voice. And I absolutely sympathize with the notion that a couple people expressed that Magna's version just has this special magic to it, and that his more fragile and vulnerable vocal delivery gives it a special quality. I completely agree with that. And of course, that's something I've talked about in the Mag solo journey, going back a couple years now. But I will say something about Morton singing the line "Fly, Dragonfly," just because of his celestial, stratospheric vocal performance, or just the vocal quality of his voice, that has its own special character to it. So yes, ultimately I love both their voices, and I am sympathetic to the notion that there's some human vulnerability that makes certain songs sung by Mag just hit a different way. But again, I think Morton's voice, as most a-ha fans will agree, has its own incredible quality, and sometimes there's certain lines or indeed words that hit differently because his voice can float and fly in the air the way it does. So I think that is the case here. Yes, as I said, I think this is enjoyable to hear with the book-ended understanding of where the tune started and where it would end up. And even if in many ways I feel like it's closer to its origin than to its destination point, it does sound like a transitional rendering of the song. So yeah, that was very cool to do. As I said, if you didn't know, I reacted to the Magna version yesterday, and I appreciated all the comments there. And now I will come back for an a-ha remix. So see you in a moment. Peace.